What's up, Devils? J-Dog back for another goddamn fucking video. Today's video, we're going to be going over comments, questions, concerns on the most underrated black death metal band of all time and Seraphic Decay pickups. It's got 1,000 views, just broke the fucking kicking ass mark on that one 11 days ago. 122 big boy comments, so fuck. Got a lot to talk about, so let's get a fucking dig and get those shovels out, Devils. Didn't pre-read any of these? So here we go. Gonna search out them goddamn questions. From Life Eternal, I have the same reaction to the mention of those sludge metal bands. Haha, snooze fest. Yeah, that's kind of what I defined it like. Sludge and the fucking doom to me is just for the most part. There's always exceptions to the rule. To me, is just blanket and pillow for sure. Yeah, dude. Both Burzum and Dethroned have denied enormous paychecks because they don't want to play live. Yeah, which I don't know what the deal is beyond that. I just found a stray cat. Took him home. Any tips to keep him off my bed? I'm allergic. Haha. Uh, yeah, probably if they're gonna want on your bed, it's gonna be pretty fucking hard. I don't really have any tips because all our cats actually sleep with us. They sleep with us every night. The only thing I can think of is that I would do personally. I would just go to my doctor and get something for the fucking allergies because I actually like when our cats sleep with us and shit. So because even if you just like put them outside the door, outside your bedroom, and close the door, more than likely, because I know ours would, they're gonna just claw and claw at the fucking door. They're gonna want in, because especially if a room's closed off, what they can't see, they're curious and they want to get into. So personally, I would just go to my doctor and say, hey, I have these allergies for cats. What do you recommend? And I would just personally take that. That's what I would do. Oh, here's a cut. You know what? Okay, I'm trying to think what this video is talking about, but now I remember and actually got something to say. Ryan LaRox 10. Right the fuck on, J Dog. Thanks for answering and busting out the LPs as well, man. I agree. Graham Grimoire is probably my favorite as well. That one is Riff Central. Mid era is solid as well, especially the Toxic Touch. Yeah, I agree. So there's not. I like every single time. God, Dethroned album for sure. The last 2 to 3 I didn't think were as good, but they're still good, and I own every single one of them. But yeah, Toxic Touch was great. Was great. Lair of the White Worm. All that. Yeah, that shit was fucking awesome. But it's funny. Dawn of the Dead just came down to the shop like earlier this week. So by the time I post this video, it'll be a few weeks from now. And I guess I don't know why he watched this video that I'm going over, and he comes out. He says that he's like, watched your video and saw the recommendation for the God Dethroned. So I went and YouTubed it. He's like, I gotta say that was the most unlistenable fucking shit I've ever heard. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why was it unlistenable? He's like, keyboards and death metal is no good. So apparently, Donna Dead did not like my not only calling it the most underrated, but my recommendations for you, Devils. Uh, so yeah, he busted my balls in that one. I personally thought it was a fucking banger and still do think it is. Any questions out here, Devils? Goro Stern, sup J Dog? Any chance of HH would repress Devastation Sign of Life on vinyl? Is that the Talking album? What I mean by talking, where the vocals are basically talking, I'm pretty sure that isn't that the talking one. It's one of my favorite albums, but I've had yet to settle on just owning the CD since the LP is fucking impossible to find nowadays. No plans to, but I mean anything's possible. But yeah, I'm pretty sure isn't that the talking album? It's been a long time since I've heard it. From the Lurking Fear, shout out to you, brah. He's saying this is the first time commenter. Sup, J Dog? First time commenter here. That's what I like to see. Keep the questions coming, brah. What album defines the term heavy metal for you? Oh, I kind of actually answered this indirectly a couple videos ago. What immediately comes to mind? What immediately comes to mind as far as heavy metal? Metal Church, Metal Church. Not death metal or thrash metal or anything else. Just classic, straightforward meat and potatoes heavy metal. Metal Church, brah. For me, it's probably either Wheels of Steel by Saxon, Violence Enforced by Exciter, or Balls to the Wall by Accept. You know, one that does kind of pop in my mind is you mentioned Exciter, just early Exciter in general. That when I think of early heavy metal, when I just think of the word heavy metal, they pop in my mind. But the first one that always came to my mind ever since I was a kid is the first Metal Church. RJ CJ Rock, hey J Dog, do you like Dark Angel, Darkness Descends? is the best thrash album of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, of course. Who doesn't like it? I definitely do. It's not my favorite thrash album of all time, and I do know others that think it's their favorite or whatever. It's definitely not mine, but I own it. I like it. It's fast as fuck and is great fucking album. I definitely am not up to date on the ones after that. I think the last one I heard for years, I always was. I think it was again Don and Jim always ripping on Leave Scars and thinking it sucks, and so I never checked it out. Oh, it's the third album, and that's the gay album. Oh shit, it's the gay album. Can't check that out. And years later, I went back and I was like, I don't know it to this day. Like I like know it. I can't air guitar or anything, but I put it on. I'm like, this is what the fuck are they talking about? Gay album. This is actually pretty goddamn good. But I don't think I ever actually picked it up. I checked it out at the shop, but I actually might pick it up. I'll listen to it again, and if I really like it again, I'll probably would pick it up. But I was because it was always just Darkest Descends and We Have Arrived EP. That's all I know. And then I also own the there's that old bootleg LP of the Dark Angel Shell Shock demos. There's a bootleg demo LP of that. There's a CD actually. I might even own the CD. There's a CD and there's an LP of it. I definitely own an LP. I might even own the CD. And but I didn't think I didn't think the demos were that great though. They're okay, and I have it just because it's nostalgic fucking metal fucking. It was there at the time, really early on stuff, so it's cool to have. But I definitely thought Darkness Descends, for example, smoked the fucking demos because a lot of times, as you guys know, the demos are better than the first album. But it was definitely not the case for fucking for Dark Angel in my book. Oh, John Lincoln, he's talking about okay. I worked for Steve and Seraphic Decay. I did all the early releases with him. He moved to Texas. Message me. I tell you as much about Steve and Seraphic Decay you want to know, buddy. I just helped write a book on the label. He interviewed me for the book. Steve not dead, just disappeared on the scene. I am 100% he's still involved under a alias name almost guaranteed. God damn, bro, got a lot of misspellings in here. Guaranteed it. He used to run the label out his mom house in Cam's Corner. Most of the label business was ran out of the house of his room. That's how we started. It was just me, Eric, and Chase just ran it out of our parents' house. Like when we first started up, I was 16 years old when the Spawn of Satan CD came out. Spawn of Satan Bloodstick CD. I think I was 16 when that came out. 16. I think it was 2000. Was that 2001 when that disc came out? It was around there. I was definitely fucking living at home. That's for goddamn sure. But what's the deal? Why did he quit? The question is about him. Yeah. Why did he quit then? Because I heard that he died. I heard that. But was it true that you're saying he's under a hidden alias then? Is it because I heard also he ripped off a ton of bands? I heard three things. I heard he's dead. I heard he ripped off a ton of bands and they're pissed and basically want to beat his ass, get money. And I heard that he owes a lot of money in back taxes. So he signed for that. So I don't know which true. Obviously, dead's out of the question, but maybe the other two. There's a combination. But why do you throw in the towel? Because even if you owe money in taxes, you could have still kept it going. Just slowly fucking pay the taxes off and but kept the business running. And as far as ripping off the bands, what was that? What was that all about, blah blah? So I guess that's my questions about him because I just always heard those as rumors. Lori on the Epic one asking, I just answered some other video if I could show my Carcass collection, especially the bootlegs, which yes I will because I answered that like 2 videos or so ago. But yeah, I definitely will. It's on the bucket list to do. Evil Landers, hey J Dog, what's your pick for the most underrated metal record label from the '90s? Also, do you read fanzines? Can't wait to hopefully meet you at MDF on Saturday. MDF, fuck me, brah brah, won't be there. The canceled Hammers, goddammit. Fanzines at this point, I pretty much don't read anything. I just don't have time. Most underrated label of the '90s. I don't know. I mean, a lot of the labels that are suck shit now. I thought were good in the '90s. Fucking, I mean, Relapse, Nuclear Blast, even Central Media. I mean, these labels did start off as good, but I wouldn't consider them ever underrated because they were all very very popular at the time. But as far as somebody being underrated that was putting out tons of stuff, because like I don't want to say some obscure label that only put out 2 or 3 releases because it's like, well, I mean, they didn't have that much stuff. I mean, I don't consider that. I mean, they'd have to kind of like put out more than that to kind of get rated in my book. So I mean, nobody's coming to my mind that's has a shitload of releases under their belt that nobody's talking much about or that doesn't get brought up. That I'm trying to look around for an idea. I can't think of anybody. Not for a label. Bands I can think of for sure, but not a label. From Anthony, where'd you get the Slayer shirt? The Slayer shirt I got from Hells. We got them in trade. I think we have some left. Just check the site. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but those came in. I thought I always loved that murder photo from back in the '80s. So on that, I always love that photo. And so the actual photo looks nice and clear on a shirt, not all fuzzy and shit. So I wanted one for myself. Richard Wolf. J Dog, is there a particular documentary that you wish would be made? I would want to see one made on the Milwaukee Metal Fest or Metal Mom. Document? Not really. I mean, the only thing that would have the most curiosity, but I mean, on myself and just people in general would think would have been the Lords of Chaos, which did come out, that was pretty decent. But myself, I read the book, so that would probably have been the first thing that would have came to my mind that came. But nothing else. The Metal Mom, I remember going to some of her fests in the early 2000s. I don't even know. Is she even still alive? Let me know on that one. I haven't seen her in fucking years. I was a fucking teenager last time I saw her. So, from Juan Romero. Sup, J Dog? What's one of your favorite music bands from bands you listen to? Did any ever get you to start listening to a band? Wait, I don't know. What's your favorite music bands from bands you listen to? Like, what do you like? Favorite albums? You mean? I don't understand the question. Am I just an idiot, Devils? Like, to me, it just sounds like what are your favorite bands? And I have a whole video showing that. So just go and refer to that, brah, brah. Layla Lover 90. Since I don't have contact with Reaper, any ideas if Hellcast is coming back? Or is it deader than Gilbert Gottfried? I don't know if it's deader than Gilbert Gottfried because Gilbert Gottfried has no chance of coming back, but I don't see any Reaper having any interest in doing it. However, knowing how he is, a year or two from now, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he wants to do it again. Because I don't know if you guys remember, like when it was just him doing it, like this is like however far back it goes when he was doing it 10 years ago, maybe more, something around there. Whenever he started it, he did it for a while, then he stopped, then he restarted it with Eddie, and then when him and Eddie kind of had a little bit of a falling out, I guess if you want to call it that, he stopped again for years, and then he started back up on his own again, and then asked me to do it, and then we were doing it, and then either be tons of breaks in between episodes, like months would go by not doing it, just kind of falling off the wagon. I just take it as what I see is I think 2 years from now he'll probably start wanting to do it again. That's my guess. Disguster666 die. Like the username, brah brah. 6 a.m. Goddammit. iDog, is there any old concert footage on YouTube where we can see you or the or the Brothers of Brutality in the front row? Yeah, there's definitely got to be, especially with the videos out there. And I know there is because Craig, when he edited, I think it was the Regurgitation shows on the DVD, the Tales of Necrophilia CD DVD we did, the Digibook. I'm pretty sure he said in there. I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the DVD, guys. That the show that he said you can see either me or Chase, and I know there has to be other shit out there like bootleg fucking VHS tapes of people recording shit that I guarantee you were in because yeah, very late '90s, early 2000s, we were at everything, me or Chase, and we were always in front row taking photos. So there has to be us and other shit. I'd be curious myself which ones to be completely honest with you. Adam Schnellback, black metal or black coffee. You can only choose one for eternity. I'd have to go with black metal because I mean I do like just metal music more than I do coffee, and as far as a kind of a pick me up drink, I can always just like quarter dose of pre-workout, shake that up, put it in like maybe a 20 ounces of water, and just sip on it kind of like a coffee. It would get the same type of job done. So I could always resort to that if I had to. David Lane. Speaking of DVDs, have you ever heard or seen the porn that Dark Funeral made? I have no. Is that for real? They actually made porn? Like which guy? Lord Aramon, Caligula. Which guy made porn? It's pretty disturbing. One of those things you can't unsee. Just got 2 replies to that. Mushroom Lake says, sounds like the movie Black Metal Veins. If you've seen the X-rated version, you know I don't know what that is. And Metal Musician just laughing my ass off. I don't know if that's a real thing. Dark Phenol did porn? News to me. Chad Vinson, check out the band Empty Throne when you get a chance. Keep it buried in mind, brah. Do you like Savage Master? I do like Savage Master. I liked all, what, they got 3 full lengths now and an EP? And I'm looking forward to the newest album, which is out next month. Definitely looking forward to that. Ricky Jones, did you get a chance to watch The Batman yet? Thought it was fantastic. I didn't. I got fucked. Every weekend something was up. All this gay ass Easter shit, and it's not in the theaters no more. It kind of went out early, but I wanted to. Sometimes that happens. Movies come out in the theaters, I don't make it in time, and that's not what we want. But I definitely wanted to go see it. All the Dark Knight Batmans I saw in theater, and the Christian Bale ones. I saw all 3 of those in theater, and the other Batmans, the Michael Keaton ones, I didn't see the first one in the theater. The first one, when was that? 1988. Unless my parents took me, but I would have been 3 years old, so I don't remember. But I definitely do remember seeing Batman Returns. My parents took us to that. I see Batman Returns in the theater. I seen Batman Forever in the theater, and Batman and Robin, that terrible one with George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I saw that in the theater as well. So I was on a fucking Batman roll, seeing him in the fucking theater. But yep, got fucked on the new one. So yeah, you said it was fantastic. Dawn of the Dead saw the new Batman in the theater. He said it was good. So yeah, I definitely wanted to see it. The only one I didn't go to the theater, and I could just tell. I shut it off too. Me and my wife started watching it in bed like maybe a year ago or so. Was the Batman versus Superman? I'm like, this is fucking really bad. And I kind of knew it would be going in. Seeing the previews, it looked bad. I don't even know who was playing Batman. What was it? I forget. What was the douche that played Batman? I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I heard from people that I trust their opinion too. They're like, no, dude, it was really bad. Like, you're not gonna like it. It's impossible to like. So I kind of knew it was Return City. And it was like 30 minutes in. I was like, just shut. This just sucks. So I didn't like that. But all the rest I did like. That is the last goddamn comment on there. So yeah, we'll cut it off there. So there was, based on all the questions, there was 122. So just a lot of commenting on that one. But yeah. So apparently fucking God Dethroned sucks massive fucking dick because keyboards aren't allowed into death metal. That's according to Don of Dead. It's funny too because like it's all in good fun. Like, Don bust my balls about God Dethroned and shit like that. And like, yeah, and he's like, can't have keyboards in the death metal. You can't do that. It's like, which I get it. I get his point of view and stuff like that. He was literally picking up the Hellhammer demos and shit when that came out. And he's in like the first generation death metal, the Death Mantis demos, is picking those up. But it's like, that's kind of what I'm trying to explain to the younger bucks. Like, when I rip on like stuff like Slipknot, Pantera, Tool, Coal Chamber, all that shit, and they're kind of like, a few guys, I'm noticing in some of the later videos, even after this one, they're asking like, I don't get it. Like, how do you not like this, or why do you rip on these bands? I'm like, dude, that's just the way metal was back in Prime Mighty. Like I said, Dom comes over, he's ripping, he's appalled that I consider fucking God Dethroned death metal, and I consider him kind of like melodic Black Death, I guess. So but nonetheless, he's ripping on me for a band of that caliber. Like, you guys, you 18, 19, 20-year-old bucks that think like, yeah, what's wrong with Slipknot? 20, 30 years ago in the scene, you wouldn't have lasted. You would have got fucking ripped a new one, tore a fucking new one. You would have got, that's just the way it is. So and granted, I don't care. It's all busting balls, but that's just the way it is. That's why I find it hilarious. It's like, man, you guys wouldn't have even fucking survived back in the day. It's just nowadays, everything's so open and wimpy and just let anyone in, come on in with a fucking pink t-shirt and fucking whatever. Like, it's all good. It's because social media can't hurt any feelings or anything. But it's funny because I could tell like some are, in the questions asking, they're like, I don't know about if they're upset or maybe just, or appalled, or maybe or maybe even just generally confused. Like, I don't know. Like, how could you like to rip on Pantera? Like, I don't get it. It's like, dude, you only knew, man. You guys needed to hang out, like I said, with the Dawn of the Dead, the Jim Conyers, the King Follies and shit, dude. Dude, I get busted on for real fucking metal. You guys are asking like, what's wrong with Pantera and Slipknot? Get the fuck out of here. So, anyways, apparently, yeah, God Dethroned fucking sucks dick. Keyboards death metal suck fucking dick. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. And any other comments, questions, motherfucking concerns, put them in the fucking comments, and I'll get them answered 6 a.m. sharp. God damn it. See you in the motherfucking morning. God damn it.